I'm Hani and welcome to my channel. So this is my first time doing a video, so I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, so bear with me. So I made this video to share about my experience on obtaining a long stay visa in order to live in France. I hope this video will be able to help other people who is going through the same situation, because I've been there. I know how confused, how lost, how frustrated you can get after reading a bunch of stuff on the internet but still couldn't find the answer you are looking for. So hopefully this video can provide you with the answers you need, and what I share here is based on my own experience, so it's for your reference, but it might be different for you depending on your situation. So I will go through the process one by one from the beginning until the end. I will give you some tips as well along the way. So let's get started. So step 1, first of all, you need to determine the type of visa you need to apply. So there is a few types of long stay visa depending on your purpose of stay. In order to apply one, you must first know which type of visa you need exactly. So if you are not sure which type of visa is for you, you can use the visa wizard on the French visa website. So the link is down below. So you just have to answer some simple question, and at the end it will show you which type of visa you need to apply along with the document you need to submit. So for me, I have a type D visa, which is issued to the family member of French citizens. So my husband is French, so I'm qualified to apply for this visa. But one thing you need to take note of, if you like to apply the same visa as mine, you need to make sure that your marriage is registered at the French embassy. If you married outside France, like I did, so this is to make sure that your marriage is valid in France as well. So once you're registered, you will be issued with a family book, Livre de Famille, like this one, and a marriage transcript, which you will be needing in order to apply for your visa. So make sure you get this done before you start applying for the visa. Okay, step 2, applying for the visa. So long stay visa need to be applied before arriving in France. You can apply it while in France, so you need to plan wisely if you don't want to end up getting back and forth few times, wasting time and some good money. And also you might have the risk of being denied an entry at the border, as some countries are entitled to the 180 days rule while visiting European country. For example, like me, I'm Malaysian, so Malaysia is one of the country under this rule, which means when I arrive in any European country, I'll be granted 90 days stay. But once I leave any European country, I have to wait 90 days in order to return. So if your country is entitled under the same rule, you might want to plan wisely to avoid any inconvenience. So you can apply for the long stay visa at the French embassy in your home country or your country of residence. So I did mine in Singapore because I used to live there and we got married there. And all visa application is by appointment, so try to take your appointment earlier, as some embassy have very limited appointment slot, so you might have to wait for weeks to get an appointment. So the tip is plan wisely. So step 3, it's document submission. So I listed all the documents need to be submitted in the description down below. So note that each embassy have different procedures, so they might ask for additional documents. So be sure to check in details what they really want in order to make sure they accepted your documents, so you won't have to go down few times, as getting another appointment will be time consuming. For me, I went down 2 times because the document I submitted does not meet the criteria. In my case, it was my wedding certificate. They asked for a copy of it, so I thought I just have to make a photocopy of it, but that was not it. They actually want an official copy from ROM, which is Registration of Marriage Department itself. So make sure you check in details the criteria of documents that they really want. So another issue is translation. So they might ask you to translate some of the document which is not in French. So you need to check with them exactly which documents they want you to translate. Excuse me, as not all document is required to be in French. So for my case, they asked for my birth certificate to be translated, and that's about it. So check with them which document need to be translated, so you don't have to do all of it. So and one more thing, make sure you get the translation from a translator that is certified by the embassy. So they are quite strict on this. They only accept a translation by the certified translator. So usually you can find the list of translator on their website. So make sure you get your translation done by one of these translator, to avoid paying for another translator. So step 4, visa issuance. So after submitting the documents, you will have to wait for the approval. It will take about 6 to 8 weeks, but for me, I was lucky. I get it done in 3 weeks. They will notify you either by email or letter once your visa is approved. So you have to go down to the embassy and submit your passport, and then come back again in 2 days to collect the passport. And they will stick your passport with visa, with your visa, just like this, with all the information. So make sure you have a blank page available on your visa, on your passport, in order for them to stick the visa. So they will provide you with some document which you need to submit to OFI. OFI is an office that handles all visa related matters in France. So they will give you some documents that you have to send to OFI once you arrive in France. So as for me, my visa was free because I am a spouse of a French citizen, and my visa was valid for 1 year. And for other type of visa, there might be some fees. So when you do the first step, which with the visa wizard, if there is a fee, it will list down below. So make sure you check it before applying. And then my visa authorized me to work as well. Not all visa allows you to work. Some just allow you to stay but not to work. So if you are planning to work in France, make sure you apply a visa that authorizes you to do so. Step 4, arrival in France. Yay! So once you arrive in France, make sure you get your passport stamp at the immigration, because you have to send a copy of the stamp to OFI. So with the documents that the embassy provide you, you should find a list of documents that you need to send to OFI within the 3 months of your arrival. So OFI need to officiate your visa in order for it to be valid. So remember to send all these documents as soon as you can once you arrive in France. So after OFI receive your documents, they will send you a letter with an appointment, and you have to go down there, and what they do there is they will do a medical checkup, a simple interview, and a French test. So they will test you on your French ability, so be prepared. So if you don't speak French at all, like I did, and failed the test completely, you will be asked to take French lessons. So for me, who don't speak French at all, I was asked to complete 200 hours of French lessons. So the hours depends on your level actually. So if you don't speak French at all like me, you will have to go to 200 hours. If you your level of French is intermediate, maybe you have to do 100 hours. And if you are good, maybe you have to do about 50 hours only. So they will assign you to an institute near to your address, and you need to check with the institute for your class schedule. So the lesson was free of charge, and it was so been beneficial to help your daily life in France. Like they will help you in creating resumes. They will go through you step by step on applying a job, on basic thing like taking an appointment at the clinic, and then how to apply for your driving license, your carte vitale, and this kind of thing. So it helps a lot. So excuse me, my throat is a bit dry. Never talk this much, so excuse me. So at the end of the lessons, you will have to go through another exam, both written and oral, and you have to make sure that you get more than 80 points in order to pass. If not, you might need to repeat the classes again. So once you pass, they will issue you with a certificate that say you completed the lessons. So you need to keep this certificate, because they will ask you for this when you apply for your visa renewal. So you need to remember to keep this properly. So other than the French lessons, they will ask you to go to civil classes as well. So the classes take 2 days, and basically they just explain a little bit about French law, about the history, about an administrative system, social security system, the benefit and your rights in this society, and some other basic thing that you need to know. So these classes will be in French, but you may ask for a translator in case you don't speak French. After completing the classes, they will issue you with a certificate as well to prove that you attended the classes, and this you need to keep as well for your visa renewal. Once you are done with OFI, they will officiate your visa with another sticker. So look just like this. So they will stamp it as well. So once you have this, your visa will be valid, and you are done. You feel like a burden has been lifted from your shoulder, and that's exactly how I felt. So that's about it. If you have any question, feel free to leave a comment, and let me know if you like me to do another video about how to apply for your visa renewal, which will be your first titre de séjour. So that's the end of my video. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry if I talk too much. So it's the first time I make a video. I don't know if I did everything correctly. So till we meet again, thank you for watching. Bye.